Just getting set up here. Hope everyone's having a good night. I'm gonna have some fun tonight. I'm gonna mark out my charts like I normally do. I'm gonna talk about why levels matter, why I do what I do, how I trade. We're gonna look at some things. We're just gonna basically prep for tomorrow, and I'm just gonna kind of walk you guys through exactly what I do and why I do it, how I do it, all that fun stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and announce in Discord I am live. Hope everyone's having a good night though. It was an okay trading day. I made a stupid, I know you can't really see this on TikTok. This is my trading journal, but I took an L and a win today. My win definitely outpaces my loss. So took about a $2,000 hit today, just a stupid freaking trade. But I made it up about 39.05. We can break those down later too. But I do want to get my chart set up for tomorrow. And I'm gonna kind of just walk you through what I do. So every single either night or morning, depending. I mean, I usually update it in the morning anyways. I map out, right? Levels that matter, and this lines up with how I actually trade, and it filters noise fast. What's going on, Say One? So I'm gonna do NQ first, then I'm gonna do Bitcoin, and I do them the same exact way, right? So filtering out noise, what matters the most to me is weeklies, right? Weekly highs and lows. And I start with the current week high, the current week low. Real simple, keep it super simple. I'll turn on my magnet here so I can snap it right to the high, right to the low. Boom, I got current week's high and low. And then I can just hit my template, current week high, current week low. And this might change overnight, you know what I mean? But I can update it. Current week high, current week low. Then I go into last week's high and last week's low. And then after that, it's just swings. If there's any big swings or significant levels on the weekly chart, that's what I'm looking for. So I got last week's high right there. And I got last week's low. Boom, right there. So I got really my weekly levels. I don't get too crazy, too far ahead of myself. I mean, I might mark that as just like a big swing level where the selling stopped, the buying began, right? And I'm just going to, I don't have weekly swing templates saved. I probably should. I'm just gonna put daily swing though. And then we'll probably just do the all-time high for NQ, well, for the futures anyways, right? 26,393-ish, boom. And again, I'm just gonna do daily swing for that one. So now I have a bit of a plan. So why do I mark out weekly levels like this? And why do I focus on this week's highs and lows and last week highs and lows? Well, it's to get rid of a lot of the noise, right? Who said that? Corvette, hey, nice put on Apple today. Do we still have more room to the downside tomorrow? We'll take a look, man. We'll take a look a little bit later. I'm doing me right now though, you know, so why do I do weeklies, right? These are institutional reference points. Weekly levels, right? Funds rebalance, they hedge, and they defend risk around weekly extremes. Most real liquidity runs start or end at weekly highs, weekly lows. If price is near a weekly level, everything else becomes secondary. Your daily levels, your swings, everything. So how do you treat them? Well, you treat them like this. At weekly levels, you expect stop runs, you expect fake breaks, and you expect SFPs. A lot of those are the same thing, right? If you get acceptance above a weekly level or below a weekly level, it's actually rare and it's actually meaningful, right? So the best RR trades often come from false breaks or sweeps or liquidity grabs, stop runs, whatever label you put to it here on these weekly levels, right? So I got my weekly high, weekly low, last week's high, last week's low marked out, a couple swings on there on NQ here. And guess what I do? I go down to the daily. And then I'm doing the same thing. I'm marking out today's high. Well, I'm not gonna do today's high and today's low since the candle is brand new on this, but I'll update that in the morning. But I can mark out yesterday's low, right? So I'm good to go in morning, just less work for me. This is technically today's/yesterday's candle, right? So we're gonna go to daily, yesterday's low, right there. Boom. And then I'm just looking for anything, any swings out of the ordinary within local price action, which I don't see. I already got that high marked. I got this low marked. I got this daily swing marked. I got this swing up here marked. Until tomorrow morning, where I might have to mark out the London and the Asia session or the current candles high or low, I don't have anything else to mark on this chart. Now, this is where the magic happens, right? Fib traders, EMA traders, value traders. What am I missing? VWAP traders, right? I don't trade these levels by themselves, but I know a lot of people do. So what do? Right? I incorporate it into my swing levels here that I have, the weeklies, the dailies. And here's how I do that. Very simple. I'm going to take a fixed range volume profile of the range that we're in, from the high to the low and everything in the middle. Boom. We have value area high, the POC value area low. What lines up? Well, the current week high and last week's high is right by the value area high. That's where we are right now, right? Add strength to that level. Value traders are looking at that level. Swing market structure traders are looking at these levels. You know, you got different traders now looking at these levels, making them more significant. I'm probably not going to mark out any smaller value areas. I don't want to get too crazy or too stupid with this. I guess this is towards the value area low, so I can mark this value area low as well. And again, I don't need all this stuff on my chart. I know you can't see this on TikTok, but I'm going to go to my object tree and I'm just going to place this stuff in the folders so I can hide it. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's this amazing tool over here to stay organized, right? I can click on fixed range. I can add a folder, drag it into a folder, just call it FRVP, fixed range volume profile. And then now I can hide it. I don't need to look at it anymore. It's done. It's off of there. Let's line this up again. All right. Why FRVP? Why do I care about FRVP? It is the top 10 most used tools in all of trading, meaning people are looking at it, right? People are reacting to it. The more eyes you have on a level, the more reaction there's going to be. So boom, simple. I got value area high that lines up with some swing, some daily and weekly levels, and the daily swing lines up with the value area low. And I marked that out on my chart, right? Just in the text box. So I don't have to have it on my chart. Now, what's another tool that a lot of people use? How about EMAs, right? How about EMAs? How about the 20, the 50, the 100, the 200? The most commonly used EMAs out there, right? So we have the 200 down here, not really by anything that I'm concerned with right now. We have the 100 right by this daily swing. So guess what I'm doing? 100 EMA. So now we have traders who look at EMAs for support and resistance and different strategies out there. Then we have the 100-day EMA right by this, right? So I'm marking it out. We have the 50-day EMA right here, lining up. Right, more confluence, and then we have the 21. Oops, right above that are 20 EMA, 20-day EMA. Boom. Now guess what I don't have to look at anymore? EMAs. What's another one? So we got EMAs, we got FRVP, right? How about VWAPs? You don't think traders look at VWAPs? You don't think they anchor VWAPs to swing highs, swing lows? So I'm gonna grab the anchored VWAP tool. I'm gonna peg it, boom, right to the high. I'm gonna peg it right to the low. Look, we got some confluence right around the current week low. Now we have two VWAPs right there. From the high, from the low of the range we're in. Remember, we took the fixed range, we took the high and the low from anchored VWAPs. We're getting some confluence, really a lot of confluence around this current week low right now. A lot around the highs. Still in the daily chart. We could go lower if we wanted to. Maybe we anchor a VWAP to the bottom down here. I don't want to get too crazy in NQ. And that lines up with the daily swing. And then guess what I can do? Clean up my chart, right? I'm going to go ahead and hit anchored VWAP. Am I freezing? There we go. My trading view is freezing. I'm going to hit this folder button. I'm going to drag my anchored VWAPs into it. I'm going to rename it anchored VWAP. I'm gonna lock it so I can't accidentally delete it, and I'm gonna get them off my screen. Boom. Now we have EMAs, anchored VWAPs, fixed range. One more tool, what do you think it is? Chat. One more tool, what do you think it is? My dad does that. Awesome. So smart traders do. That's what smart traders do. This is the Q's, kid, and this is NASDAQ. Fib. Donkey says fib. 100% right? These are the 4 most commonly used tools in all of trading. Fight me, right? I'm going to take it from boom to boom, low to high. Where do we line up? Well, there's the golden pocket. This current week and last week's high are real close to one another. I probably don't care as much about this week's high because it is only Tuesday. I'm probably more looking at the last week's high right now. And it is, what level is that? The 236. 236, golden pocket. You know, yesterday's low and the current week low has the 382 by it. So I'm just going to make a mental note, 0.382 close. I do some shorthand here. And then below it, right? What did I say, 382? 0.382 close. Now, guess what I can do? I can put my fib into a folder. You got it right. Stay organized. Lock it. And guess what? I'm freaking done. Now, all I have are trend lines on my chart. But really, I have fibs, I have EMAs, I have value, I have VWAPs, right? But they're all pointing to swing levels. Again, weekly levels, taking out noise. We expect stop runs. We expect fake breaks and SFPs at these levels. But if we get acceptance above or below a weekly level, it's rare, but it's meaningful. So my plan, right? Could change a little bit depending on what happens during Asia, but look what's been happening, right? Look at the market structure right now for NQ. We do what? Make a low, make a high, make a little bit of a higher high, take that liquidity and dump, right? What do I think is going to happen here? Well, my guess is we sweep last week's high and then dump. That's my idea, right? It doesn't mean it has to happen, but that's my idea. So now I need the market to confirm that idea. And maybe it doesn't confirm it. Maybe we go higher. Maybe we go up to this daily swing high up here and then do the same thing. Now all of a sudden I got 2 ideas. I just need the market to confirm those ideas. I need to see what? I need to see a wick up, closing back below, trap traders, right? That's volume confirmation. Time confirmation, am I trading when other people are trading, right? Momentum confirmation, right? Is it smart or stupid to take the trade? What do the smaller time frame candles look like? What does the 5 to 15 minute candles look like? Are they straight green and up? Am I going to fight that? Or are they getting wicky? Are they getting a little wicky like this, right? This is daily, but I'm talking smaller time frame stuff. So my chart, my battlefield is now laid and ready for tomorrow. I have some ideas, right? Sweep, close back in, short the shit out of it. If that doesn't happen, then I'm targeting that daily swing up there. Sweep, short the shit out of it. If we get some pullbacks before that happens, I'm looking at yesterday's low, which is technically today's low, but the new candle has started, right? Or the current week low. And the same idea for how I trade, what I'm looking for. I'm trading sweeps, baby. That's it. Sweep it, trap the traders, close back inside, long the shit out of it. Sweep it, trap traders, close back inside, long the shit out of it. Simple. Those are my 4 ideas going into tomorrow. That could change depending on what happens with London and Asia. I'll mark those out tomorrow as well. But that's it for NQ. You want some levels going into tomorrow that have multiple confluences to it based off of what's been happening, based off of, you know, weekly levels and daily levels and expecting stop runs and fake breaks and liquidity. There you have it for NQ. That's how you set up a chart, baby. Let's do Bitcoin. Let's do Bitcoin. Oh my gosh, so many chat. When you invest, you don't expect anything. You plan and don't overanalyze. The market is a circus. Go along for the ride. DVLT, XRP. Yeah, good luck with all that. We can look at them. We can look at them. But we're doing big boy shit here. We're taking trades. We're taking trades. We're prepping our charts for tomorrow. And I'm teaching you fucking straight up alpha right now. How actual people trade. Right? How people get wins every single day. Some losses in there too. I took an L today. Said that at the beginning. All right. Bitcoin, right? Guess what? Different market, right? Crypto, Bitcoin versus NQ. But guess what's the same? Guess what's the same? Everything. Everything is the freaking same, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to do it again. Pay attention. Weekly high. Weekly low. Last week's low. We don't need to mark out last week's high because why? We've already taken it out. It no longer exists, right? I don't know that we need to mark out 80 right now because we're at 94, but you never know. You never know. So this is what we're looking at right now. So we have this week's high, which is the current week high. And then we have the current week low. We have last week's low. And then this is just a swing low. I mean, it's the low, right, of the little downtrend that we're in. So I'm just gonna put daily swing level there. Boom. We have liquidity to target, right? Now let's go look at the daily. Don't need to mark out the daily low because it's also the current week low. I don't need to mark out, here, this is important. I don't need to mark out yesterday's high. Why? Because there's a weekly level right by it. I don't care about it. Here's what I care about. The weekly level, right? Or the current week low. So I'll come up with an idea. Again, my idea is simple. Sweep it, trap traders, break back in, long it. Sweep the high, trap traders, break back in, short the hell out of it. Two plans for going into tomorrow. And that's what we've been doing, right? I mean, that's, you know how many times a week we sweep a current or a previous week? How many times do you think? How many times in a week do you think from Monday to Friday do we sweep this current week or the previous week highs or lows? It's about every single one of my trades, and I take about 3 or 4 trades a week, right? So I know it happens at least 3 or 4 times, right? And then you add daily levels into that, shit happens every single day. You're taking London, you're taking Asia, you're taking yesterday's high, you're taking the current week high, you're taking the current week low, and you're running it the other direction. Happens so often, and it's so easy to spot. So easy to spot. Caden says 3 to 7. Yeah, a week, right? 100%. That's why these levels are so important, right? You have to just expect stop runs and fake outs here, right? And like I said at the beginning, if price is near, so if a daily level is near a weekly level, I don't care about the daily level anymore. I just care about that weekly level. You know, maybe it doesn't get hit today, but I bet you tomorrow it does, right? Or I bet you the next day it does. Remember, all these funds, all these hedge funds, trading houses, they defend risk around weekly extremes, right? And then it's the daily level. So I'm not going to mark out the current day's candle. I don't trade Asia session. I kind of just prep and get on here and talk shop with people, right? But I will tomorrow. I'll mark out the tomorrow morning, right? So we get in Discord every single day, and hour before market opens, we prep, we plan, look at the news, what's coming, what do we expect. I'll mark it out then because it's going to change overnight. But so there's not much liquidity left higher, right? If I was a fund, I'd try to come lower because what's the, you know, where do they have to go to get liquidity higher? I mean, is there some in here? Of course. You know what I mean? But where's most of it going to be? Probably right there on the daily chart, right? I'm sure we can find some smaller stuff. I don't really care about smaller stuff. Template, daily swing, right? Current week high, current week low, last week's low. I'm cool with this, man. Going into tomorrow, now I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm just going to do it a lot quicker, so that we did last time, right? So fixed range, remember, from the high to the low and everything in between. Boom. Now we do got that POC to watch. I'll probably mark that out. I probably won't trade it alone unless it's a strong freaking sweep of it. 96 333, right? And I think I do have, yep, large range POC right there. That's an important level. That's what's the POC, kid, right? Where most of the volume has been traded in this entire range. So for the last, since November, this little gray line right here is majority of the volume. That's where most of the trades take place. So it's an important level to watch. And then maybe this is the value area low. It's close. Value area low, I'm going to put close. And then the high, look, that daily swing up there, man, that I marked out before is what? Value area high. Confluence, man. Boom. I can lock it. I can turn it off now. I don't need it anymore. Now, Bitcoin and anchored VWAPs is going to be a little bit different. I can do more of them here because it's going to be more swingy than an index is, right? There's the high. There's the low. And then I'm pretty much just going to attack lows on the anchored VWAPs. Bitcoin's more cyclical, more sideways action, more rangy. And then I'm actually going to hit just the bottom of the bear market, which I don't believe we're even close to. No, 51K, right? I don't see a whole lot of confluence here. I mean, there's some confluence here at like 89 with 2 anchored VWAPs, but I don't trade them alone. Yeah, I don't really see much here. So I'm just going to lock them. And it might come into play later in the week as price moves, right? Let's just get those off of here. And then I'm going to do the EMAs. There's some confluence at the current week low. We have the 50 and, sorry, the 20 day EMA, and we have the 50-day EMA. Would love to sweep that current week low, man. That's just, it's becoming a stronger level now, right? We sweep weeklies 3 to 7 times a week. Promise you we do. Lows and highs across it, just about any asset class. Maybe the index is a little bit less. We kind of got to get dailies in there a little bit more than the weeklies, but now I can get the EMAs off there. What am I missing? Fibs, right? This will be an easy one. We're going to go from the low up to the high. Boom. Current week low right by the, well, the golden pockets. Boy, it's kind of right in between the current week low and high. So GP. Be sweeping the GP to take the weekly low. Daily swing is by the 382, our daily swing level, value area high. 382, just adding confluence. Oops, 398. I'm inventing fib levels. I think I'm good there. So I got it all. Fixed range, I got my EMAs, I got my levels. So what are my ideas going into tomorrow for Bitcoin? Simple, right? This could change depending on what Tokyo and London do, but sweep the weekly low, close back in. I like that. Sweep the weekly high, close back in. If not the weekly high, if we don't get an SFP and trap traders there, looking at that large range POC. And, you know, maybe we come lower and we attack last week's low. I don't know. I don't care, right? At the end of the day, I don't care. I'm a day trader. I don't give a shit if this goes up or down. All I care about is my ideas being confirmed by the market. And those are my 4 ideas going into tomorrow. That's it. Like I said, could change. Could change with London, Asia, what they do. Do we have news tomorrow? It's tomorrow, Wednesday, right? Yeah, we do. We have ADP unemployment tomorrow, some ISM stuff. Jolts at 10 a.m. Eastern. Tomorrow's going to be a fun day, boys and girls. Pay attention tomorrow. Tomorrow's not a day to sit out. Thursday, continuing jobless claims, initial. That's the biggest stuff tomorrow. And then Friday, non-farm payrolls. It's going to be an exciting rest of the week. It is. There's news. There's news to do some fake outs, to push price and get retail to jump off sides and swim alongside these whales out here. 100% there is. BTC don't give a shit. Will come back for the weekly low after a 5% daily close. That's why we love Bitcoin, dude. Right? That's why we love Bitcoin. And you're 100% right there. Let's say that again. Bitcoin don't give a shit. It will come back for the weekly low after a 5% daily close. And that's Bitcoin. That's why we love it. You don't really see that with anything else, right? We got to be a little bit more selective with the Qs or ES or gold or silver. They still behave the same way. right? You still get sweeps, you still get SFPs, London, Asia, liquidity, daily, weekly still come into play. But you're right, 100% right. Bitcoin does not care. How do I trade BTC? I just, do you mean like where? What do you mean how? What do you mean by how? I trade BTC just like I trade orange juice futures or cattle futures or ES or NQ or anything else. Once you know how to trade, you can trade any asset. The asset's just the instrument, right? Trading's trading. The behavior is the same. If I'm a whale, if I'm like Jane Street, right, or Wintermute, or one of these big trading houses that needs to execute $100 million orders, it's just like, it's futures. It's perpetual futures. I still need your stop losses to execute orders, right? I can't just hit $100 million long, right? Swim in the options pond. See, that's one thing I don't know is options. I've never been an options trader. I mean, I know enough to like be dangerous, but I'm just a futures trader. But we're gonna start looking. We got some good options traders in Discord. What's up, Just? Happy New Year! Happy New Year! But yeah, options is my weakness, man. I don't know options, but that's the beauty of trading, man. Like you don't need to know everything, right? You just need to know one thing really, really well. That's all you need. Right, good traders specialize, right? Couple tickers. I mean, I hate to say it, but like one setup's all you need. I don't hate to say it. I love to say it, right? I only trade SFPs, liquidity grabs. That's it, right? You're not going to catch me trading breaks or bounces, right? Doesn't mean I don't know how. I'm just hyper focused, right? That's why my win rate's good. And I used to, right? Ask Eddie, ask any of the guys. I used to, even like a year, 8 months to a year ago, I was trading breaks and bounces. I just cut them out just to hyper focus. Put Eddie on some heaters when I can, try to get him on TGT 110s for 116. I don't know that, I don't know that, I'm not short on BTC right now, Tony. I'm more of a New York session trader, just kind of prepping charts right now. I took a long today, so I longed. My entry was so my entry here. I got my notes in my journal right here. This is my Bitcoin trade right here. So we swept the weekly low, right? This was earlier in the day. This was 12 p.m. Central Time trade. I think it was 12:01 to be exact. We swept the weekly low. We trapped a hella amount of traders. We're in an overall local uptrend, right? And revert back to VWAP was my target. Didn't get to my target, but it ended up being a 7R trade, right? So it was a good trade. It was a good trade. Let's get back to the chart here. Tomorrow, though, I'll tell you what I'm looking for so far, right? I mean, there's a lot of hours between, there's 12 hours between now when I'm sitting down at the computer again in the morning. I'm looking to sweep the weekly high, sweep it, close back in, trap traders, short it, right? I'm looking along the weekly low. I need the market to confirm these ideas, right? I'm going to say this 1,000 times. I come up with ideas, right? And then I just need the market to confirm those ideas. And I know what confirmation looks like to me. I literally know how far Bitcoin needs to travel in order to top trap traders. I know what the jiggle in a freaking candle looks like on a 5-minute chart to see without looking at indicators or order flow. I know what the freaking jiggle looks like, right? To know that retail is off sides and their orders are being exchanged into whales and we're about to run it the other way. I've been just hammering home these SFPs, right? I respect your organization. I need to set up a journal on Excel. Dude, this journal is, I wish, you know, with TikTok, you kind of got to do these vertical formats, but we made this. Me and Nade, one of the guys in our group, and Scott made this. Like, it's pretty freaking amazing. So it looks daunting at first, right? But it's just, it takes me 30 seconds to fill this out. It's all drop downs and stuff. But the beautiful part about this is the dashboard. It takes all your data and extrapolates it right into a dashboard. So how do we use this, right? So I've been training this guy Bobby now for about 90 days. He knew nothing coming in. He's been inputting all his trades into this, and you know, we've looked at this and we looked at how long he's been in a trade. Right there, time and setup, right? His average hold time was 3 minutes. This was like in the first month, right? So I knew right away, number one, you're not holding trades long enough. You're moving the profit too soon. You're not trusting yourself. So we were able to attack that, right? So my average hold time is 2 hours and 44 seconds, right? Some less, some more, but it evens out to be 2 hours, 44 minutes. I know what days I trade, the times of days that I trade. I know if I'm a better trader when the trend's up, trend's down, we're range, we're choppy. I know the type of plays, right? I know the type of freaking plays. Retest, reclaim, range plays, diagonal breaks, right? I know that I suck on freaking reversals, dude, right? So I ain't taking reversals. And then a whole bunch of other stuff. This is not for sale right now. We're putting out the second version of this in about a week or two, and then we'll probably put a price tag on it and sell it. It's free to anyone who joins our Discord, though. Why do I charge for this? We've spent fucking weeks on this thing, right? That's why we charge for it. What did the Joker say? If you do something good, never do it for free. But yeah, I don't think it'll be expensive, man. We'll put a tiny little price tag on it and you can cop it. It's sweet though. Boom, 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 boom. Stepping back into the charts, don't look like I missed much, says Just. A lot of chopping, a lot of chopping. Yeah, how does the vertical, Caden Just, how does the vertical look on YouTube? I'm trying something new here. I know on TikTok what it looks like. Does it go full screen? I guess I can look. I guess I can look. I'm multi-streaming TikTok. Oh, no, I know you weren't. I know you weren't. Say when. It's not bad. Apparently, when you stream vertically on TikTok or on YouTube, they put it into the shorts feed. I'm just trying something new. When you're on a phone, it doesn't go full screen? Does it have the bars on the phone? Oh, it's full screen on the phone. So that's kind of what we're supposed to be in the shorts feed right now. I don't know if you can see that. So on the phone, it's full screen, kind of like TikTok. Just trying something new. Maybe we stick with it, maybe we don't. You gotta try new shit, you know? Cool, let's get back to the charts. Let's get back off of our little sidetrack here. I'm cool to answer questions. I'm cool to look at something. If you guys have a ticker you want to look at, feel free to drop it. If you have questions on trading, if you want to tell me your trading strategy, if you want to throw something my way to look at, I'll be more than happy to do that. It does put you in the YouTube shorts. I scrolled down one time and saw a dude rapping about his whole trading strategy live. Talking about me? Talking about me, Caden? And also, guys, you know, if you are new to trading or you're struggling, we have free content on our website. Doesn't cost you $1. Also, we just put out a new podcast. So this is, I mentioned earlier, this is the guy that I've been training for the last 90 days. He went from 0 to profitable in 90 days, which is amazing. If you know anything about trading, you know that most people fail, right? 90 to 95%, depending on the asset and stuff. It's like the highest attrition rate thing out there. Like, what other profession does 90 to 95% of people fail at, right? Professional athlete, maybe, but it's not really like a failure. You just kind of just don't make it, which I guess is kind of a failure. But anyways, good little watch. That's on our podcast channel, which is just Tactical Edge Trading, not the one you're watching it on now, on YouTube. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Free courses, man. Get you an education. It's 2026. Learn a new skill this year, right? All this stuff for free. Hours and hours of content for free. And I'm constantly adding more. No money. And I mentioned it's free. What do you guys want to look at? So I did see ES hit an all-time, well, not ES, but SPY hit an all-time high today. ES a little shy of that, right? The future side of it. But SPX and SPY, I think SPY did, right? Yeah, SPY hit an all-time high, fresh all-time high today. So did SPX, right? But the futures didn't quite get there. NQ still a little off. Still a little off from its all-time high. About 2% off. I think tech kind of struggled today, didn't it? Apple was down. Who said Apple? Apple was down 1.83% today. I think Eddie hit an Apple short. Where did I see that? Trade recap. Here's some of our trades from today. This Caden's nice Bitcoin win. He took the same long I did, right, Caden? Except for you got a better exit than I got. Where I saw Eddie do, there was my short of the bottom. I saw Eddie do Apple somewhere, man. Maybe you put it in his channel. Right there. Yeah. Apple short, 20x short on BTCC. So he saw the short coming on Apple. And it ain't a great level that we're losing either, right? You don't want to lose that if you're Apple. You don't want to lose 265 and a quarter, right? It was resistance. It was the breakthrough. Support, 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 support. Popped up, right? Now we're losing it. We're being accepted lower, right? So this is now a failed auction. Tomorrow they really want to get back above that 265.25, whatever it is. Yeah, grab 25 puts for next week. What is that? Oh, 255. Yeah, that might work out. If you're in Apple calls right now, you're worried, right? Or if you're long Apple or whatever, because this thing is doing, like, you needed 265 to hold, right? Shit. I mean, if I was like just looking at a daily chart for this thing, which I'm on, right? And I'm looking at like, okay, so obviously market structure has shifted, right? It was just basic shit, highs that are going higher, right? Lows that are going higher, to now all of a sudden, whoops, market structure shift, right? Now we're in a downtrend. You know, we already had lower highs, but this was like the first real lower low. I guess maybe that was, right? Kind of a low and then a swing up and then a dumped. We lost this one. I'd say probably somewhere in here needs to hold, like two, right around your put, man. Little gap, little pop, and a back test before the pump up. And I think if Apple doesn't hold that, it's 244.5. Is Apple at CES this year? I don't know what the hell they would release. Now CES is going on this week, right? Isn't it? CES 2026. Yeah. Is Apple there? Maybe they pull something out of their butts. But usually they do their own thing. Apple iPhone Fold gets crease-free display at CES. This isn't even out yet, is it? I've never seen an Apple Fold. Anyways, back to Apple. Yeah, man, I think you're good in your puts. I think you're good. Dude, who has a folding phone? I've never seen one person with a folding phone in my life. That's novelty BS. I've never seen has anyone ever seen a folding phone? Someone actually having a folding phone in the wild? I don't think I ever have. Not out eating, not out at the bar. None of my friends have one. Guess only the yokels in Pennsylvania have them. Sister has a Samsung that folds. I mean, it's a cool idea. I don't know, maybe it'll be cool. I don't even think I've even seen one in the store or even bothered to look, really. Are they thick? Are they thicker than like a Pro Max? They got to be a little thicker, right? But anyways, say when I think you're good, brother. I think you're good in your put. It is, but Nvidia and AMD both dumped. Yeah, I think tech had Amazon propped up the market, especially the Dow today, up 3.3%. AMD was down 3%. Alibaba didn't have a great day. Clean Spark. Chevron, man, Chevron gave it almost all back. So Chevron was one of the stocks that when we went into Venezuela and took Maduro out, popped, right? And why did it pop? Because Chevron already has infrastructure in Venezuela, right? So that's why it popped. But that thing came whoop, right back. Well, this thing's just been in just like a giant weekly flag. Do we call this a flag? Do we call it a monthly flag? What do we call this, guys? Is that a monthly flag or is it too long? I don't know. I mean, she's consolidating, that's for sure. Look at that though. Oil. Don't bet against the oil companies, I'll tell you that. SNDK. Oh, SanDisk, yeah. Woo. Yeah, I mean, what do you do? What do you do with this? You know who I saw was gonna IPO? Anyone see this news today? We'll get back to SanDisk. Discord. Discord's gonna IPO. Nick, did you see this? I thought that was interesting. That came out today. Or I guess 17 hours ago. All right, SanDisk. Yeah, I mean, what do you do? It's price discovery. You know, all I can say is as long as it's above 285, you're good. You want to get even more zoomed in since we're in price discovery? Above 341, you're good. Ain't much to say on this thing. This thing's just melting up. It's been melting up. I mean, look at the weekly chart. Just buy it, right? Buy it and sit on it. Ad revenue's coming, dude. Hyperspeed, I bet. I wonder what... so they're a private company right now, so they probably don't release... but they had to probably for IPOing, right? Discord revenue. I bet you will probably be surprised. Discord's revenue is growing, driven primarily by its premium subscription service Nitro, which estimates placing it annual revenue, reoccurring revenue, around $725 million by late 2024. That's up from $600 million in 2023. Probably $1 billion this year. That's nothing to shake a stick at. It looks like they do have some new advertising stuff coming. Sponsored quests, video quests. I did see that. So I play a little bit of Battlefield 6. Take out some of my frustration, some of the market's frustration on some noobs on Battlefield 6. And I had something pop up on Discord for some quest to do to get some skin. So Battlefield must have paid Discord to do that, I would imagine. Like somehow it knew I was playing, probably because I was playing it on Discord. Ad revenue is coming. Yeah, yeah. You take a look at Zero Hash. I don't remember what the ticker was. Is it just zero? Ziha. It's not on here. It says the ticker Ziha. Zero hash Ziha. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. It's not coming up as zero either. Zero labs. Like when I type in zero hash, nothing comes up. H bar comes up. It's not a good sign, you know? Yeah, I don't even see it on like. But in September, they raised money from Morgan Stanley, SoFi, Apollo, and others. Yeah, I don't know. If it's out there, they're making it awfully hard to find it. SNDK had 45,000% options that were $1 yesterday. See, I don't even know what that means. I'm not an options trader. Sounds good. Is that good? I don't know what that means. 45,000% options. I'd like to know what it means though. Tell me what it means. CRML. So many names ran up hard today. CRML. Guys, follow the live if you're new here. Critical metals. Well, yeah, everything metals freaking going up, man. But it did. I mean, that thing popped. It's a good time to be in boomer rocks, man. $1 equal 40. Oh, okay, I got you. It's a good time. Oops, that's not even on screen, right? It's a good time to be in boomer rocks, right? I mean, just everything's taken off. Even aluminum's at like decade high, right? Copper, gold, everything, platinum, silver, Critical Metals Corp. I'll tell you this, just keeping it simple, just from market structure, right? There's a nice, first of all, break higher, right? Even took out this high. There's not real, I mean, there's little smaller levels in here, like maybe 13, 14, right? Maybe 16. But I mean, do you think they're just gonna leave that? I'm not saying tomorrow, right? But I mean, the downtrend, at least as long as this holds, I mean, it's 3 daily candles. Let's not get like crazy ahead of ourselves and say this thing's gonna like 10x, right? But 200% back to the top in the last 3 days, right? It's up 73%, so that's not like crazy. So I'd say as long as that kind of 1090 level holds and we don't just swing failure it, right, and fall right back into range, just look for acceptance here, right? Pop higher, take out that $14 level, acceptance, pop higher, take out that $16 level, and then I think, shoot, I have no idea what this company is, but this is just strictly looking at market structure, right? It looks good, especially since metals are running up. I don't know if they announced something or what, but 73% in 3 days. Yeah, I like to trade the break and retest. Hell yeah. What stock is this? This is Critical Metals Corp. You know, boomer rocks, right? Gold, silver. What did I say? Critical metals. Why am I putting criminal? Critical Metals Corp. Yeah, rare earth supply. It's a European lithium parent company, headquarters in New York. Mining exploration development company. Oh, I get it now. Where do they operate? What does Trump want to take over? maybe this is maybe this is the company to get into. Where does this company have an office? Spoiler alert, Trump wants to take it over from Denmark. Greenland. Now it kind of makes sense. But yeah, lithium and rare earth minerals. They have a development and mining exploration offices in southern Greenland. So Trump says, we're going to take over Greenland again. It's in the news. We just took out Venezuela's dude, right? Got their oil. And then boom, a lot of people throwing their money into, I mean, that's I bet you some people caught this shit down here and they're up 73, 80% already, man. That's smart shit, right? These people, like, my brain doesn't work like that. Like it needs to, like, okay, Trump mentioned Greenland. We're probably gonna, go for Greenland. Trump, he's crazy. He'll send Delta Force in to get you out of your bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and extract you out of your country. The president, right, is going after Greenland, the craziest thing. All right, so what am I gonna buy in Greenland? Why are we taking over Greenland? All right, probably resources, right? What resources do they have? Well, there's a lithium exploration company there, right? I mean, that's awesome. 240% in 6 months. Yeah, since June of 2025. I mean, is that when Trump started talking about Greenland, I wonder? I don't remember when he started. Was it June of 2025? When did Trump first mention Greenland? I wouldn't surprise me. I mean, this thing looked dead, right? Yeah, it was like flatlining down here. Support. I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't shock me if this is the first time Trump said, let's go after Greenland, was in the summer. Sounds about right. Dude, I went through, like, my brain just doesn't work like that. My brain's like very structured and rule oriented, and like I'm looking for this to happen and this to happen. I don't care if it goes up or down. Like, I've been through like bear markets in crypto, right? Where like we had exchange collapses and tokens collapsing, and it's like I saw them happen. I saw the news and my brain didn't go short the shit out of it, right? What are you gonna do? You know what? I have my strengths elsewhere, that's just not it. And for the people who do operate that way, I'm happy for you. All kinds of edges, all kinds of money to make way, all kinds of ways to make money in the market. Cuba too makes me concerned about Taiwan. Third cycle in crypto. Yeah. This is my second. So I was started in like 2019 in crypto. Went through the bull, the bear, and now went through the bull, and I'm calling this a bear market. We're in a bear market. What's a bear market, right? 10%'s a correction, 20%'s a bear market. We're down what? 28, 30%. Even if it's a small bear market, it's a bear market right now. Sure ain't a bull market, especially like maybe for Bitcoin, but you look at altcoins. I ain't buying that shit. I ain't buying alts. I'm done buying alts, dude. I made some good money. I made my first bag off of Dogecoin in my first real trade was when Elon Musk first tweeted about Dogecoin. So, okay, I take it back. Hyperspeed, I take it back, dude. That was the one time that I traded a news event like that where I was like, something's gonna happen, was Dogecoin in, it was like 2018 or 2019. Whenever Elon Musk first tweeted about Dogecoin, my brain went, sell everything, move into Dogecoin. And I had some Bitcoin and some ADA and some other stuff. And I did. I literally, I think this was like 10 o'clock at night. I remember I got out of bed, told my wife, all right, I got to do something here. Why is the richest man in the world tweeting about a crypto? So I got up, I loaded up Kraken, I sold all my Bitcoin, everything. I put it right into Doge, and I watched it like 10x in like hours. I was like, holy shit. It was probably luck. It was luck. I don't know what I was doing back then. But it was the one time where I took advantage of like some kind of like news thing, and my brain did work that way. Maybe I've just rewired my brain differently these days. Yeah, I don't know, I think it's not. I don't think it's public. It doesn't look like it is. Looks like they're raising money right now. Going back to your zero thing. But it looks like they're getting some big banks to get behind them. That's OG. My biggest meme cook was off of Pepe. I miss Pepe. I like did little spot trades with Pepe, but I didn't like do what I did with Doge back in the day. What else? What else are we looking at? Critical Metals Corp, man. That was the play. What was the ticker for that? Critical. I'm gonna add it to my watch list. I just want to watch it. We'll add it right here. Add coin. No. Add symbol. CRML. I just want to keep an eye on it. It'll be a good learning exercise. Watch what happens. We do take over. We come to some agreement with Denmark and we get Greenland. This thing just skyrockets up to $100. Buddy pinged me on Pepe at 5 million market cap, but I only aped in 100 million. Dude, you know what? I take it back to, we found, I was gonna say there's videos on our channel, but we deleted all our videos. So we got into like a crypto black hole on YouTube. But we found Caspa at 19 million market cap. There was a video of me buying my first $1,000 of Caspa at 19 million market cap, which is pretty good. I mean, it's a shit show now, right? But I mean, when it was 19 million market cap, I mean, it's literally not even on this chart, right? And it ran up like 11,000%. Now it's fucking altered dead. But it had a good run. It had a good run. Insane. I kind of missed the trenches. Yeah, well, there hasn't really been a whole lot of trenches, man. Like 2020, it was just different, man. There's just too freaking many, right? There's just too many coins, right? Like 2017, you could throw a dart at the dartboard. 2021, you know, you could throw a dart at the dartboard. It would hit 50% of the time, maybe 80% of the time. Now it's just like, you know, there's just too damn many. How many layer ones? How many ETH layer twos do you need? Do we need 50? You know, I was way back in the day, I was doing some airdrop farming, right? And once a year, and usually it's around Christmas, I will go looking through my old ETH wallets, through my old MetaMask wallets, just to find money sprinkled across the ETH ecosystem. And every time I'm due, I'm like, this is a fucking mess. It's insane. Like, why? Why do we have 200 ETH layer 2s? 72 different wallets. It's stupid. You're not gonna get mass adoption with that shit. I don't care. I'll say it. Some of them need to die, and they need to die a horrible death. They're not all gonna die. That's not what I'm saying. But some of them need to die. There's too damn many. Ape Trump coin at $1 billion. It was a huge waste of time for me, dude. I lost money. And I'm not even as concerned about the money. It's just I'll never get that time back. I mean, yeah, losing the money sucks, right? I lost more money in gas fees sending ETH around than anything else. But I feel like if you're in crypto, you know, that's just one thing you learn. Dude, I did the DAOs. You remember the DAOs? Remember the game DAOs? We're on a different, say when it's Tactical Edge Trading Academy. We have 2 channels on YouTube. I'm on Tactical Edge Trading Academy. They should both pop up though if you type in Tactical Edge Trading. But anyways, Hyperspeed, dude. You remember the Lambo counters on the DAOs, the game theory DAOs? Were you part of that at all? Where it would literally be like, if you hold it for, you know, 3 months, you'll have 72 Lambos. Fucking stupid shit, dude. Stupid shit. Fun times though. Fun times. It was entertaining. I'll give him that. Yeah, right. 3,000% APY. I learned quickly not to chase that. I think that's what crypto is, man. It's just like learning hard lesson after hard lesson after hard lesson. A lot of people never make it past those first couple lessons. Like I have friends who lost money in Celsius. Some of them lost money in Voyager, and they just never went back. And I mean, I don't really blame them either. You gotta stay on top of crypto. You gotta be in it. You gotta be in the trenches. And you gotta take profits. I learned that. Trial by fire, man. I never traded NFTs. That's one thing I never did. I think I bought a couple, or didn't really buy, but like farm them or something. Like I have a couple NFTs. Nothing big. I think my biggest one's like a Reddit avatar. It's probably worth like $3 now. Probably less than that. A couple Reddit avatars I just got for free. Oof. 7 fig bag in NFTs. Hey, you could be like Eminem or Snoop Dogg or these guys who spent millions on Bored Apes. Or you remember Metaverse? Like Snoop Dogg and those and companies buying land, right? That's worth nothing now. Remember all the celebrities had those ape pictures, all worth nothing now. Sandbox, yeah. Companies were buying land there, whatever you want to call it, digital land. Supposed to be the future, yeah. What is Sandbox doing now? Do I even want to look? Ugh. Yeah. Hey, it had a run. Right? Thousands and thousands of percent. 2021, that's over. It's done. That ain't coming back, right? They had a run though. RIP. Heavy on Nvidia. Well, I mean, that's not a bad one to go heavy in on. We'll be living in the metaverse by now. Soon, you know it's coming. Metaverses and robot wives. It's coming. We'll get there soon enough. Crypto fundables. How about open? Open door? God, man, this looks like if you took this out of it, I would swear this was a rug pull on a shitcoin, right? I would. This would be a shitcoin in crypto that's been rug pulled, but it's showing some life. I mean, it popped in July. It's coming back though. It's giving about half of it up, so it needs. I mean, it looks like it needs to hold this, right? 5.15. Because, I mean, there was a big grab into that level, right? And then a rejection. And we spent a few weeks here before the breakup. It came back to grab from that level. Popped up. So that 515's got a hold. I mean, that's an important level going all the way back through its, like, entire existence. Well, 2022, right? Resistance. Failed it. I'm sorry. Support. Failed, resistance, dying. What the heck? TikTok popping me up saying I'm inactive. And then boom, right? Now it's getting a bounce there. I mean, here's the thing. Let's go to a daily chart. I don't know. Do you know something I don't on this one? What website am I on? What do you mean? Like right now? This is TradingView. I don't know. I'm just not in love with it, right? But I'll tell you this, you know, we're in a downtrend. A little bit of a flag going on, right? I'd say you don't want to lose that low at 554, but really it's that 515 that we talked about. You want to start taking out some of these highs, you know, maybe 6.95, flip it, crack that diagonal, get scooped back up to 11. I just don't love it unless there's some news or some partnership that I'm just not aware of. I mean, if this was a crypto, like I said, or like a penny stock, I say it's like a dead cat bounce. I don't know what's going on with open. I don't love it. It's not screaming to me. Something happened here, and then it's giving up 50% of it. I'd say as long as 515 holds, you're probably good. Below that, I think you're getting sucked back down. There's something about a giant wick into that level from the resistance side, and then another giant wick into it from the support side. Someone's playing around on that level. But it's tough. Maybe it's a flag or a falling wedge and we pop up. But I don't know the fundamentals or anything on this one. Short squeeze, says hyperspeed. Was this memed? Was open memed? Because then that would make sense. Hyperspeed says yeah, user says no. I mean, this would look like a short squeeze. This is what a short squeeze looks like, right? That's what GME, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond. What was the other most recent one that got memed? Yeah, it became a prominent meme stock in 2025, driven by retail investor enthusiasm on Reddit Wall Street bets, right? That's what happens, man. That's what happens. Then retail just round trips their bag and loses money, and they're you know. What was the dude's name who did the GMC shit again? Roaring Kitty. Like, he's not a good guy. He knew what he was fucking doing. He sucked retail in to pump his bags, then dumped on their face, and they were left holding the bag. Did some of retail make some money on it? Sure. Did he know exactly what he was doing? Yes, he's not an idiot. He's a smart fucking dude. There was another one though. It was open, and what was the other most recent meme one that ran up? Krispy Kreme, open, Beyond Meat. That's the one I was thinking of. That's another one that had a squeeze, man. They're just squeezes. Right there. Look at that. Beyond Meat. It got memed. Ran up 1,300% before falling back over. And I guarantee you, where do you think retail entered on this trade? Right up here, right? Look at iron. What am I looking at? Same type of thing or what? Or is this just something else? This thing had quite the run up from April of 2025 to October 2025. And then what did it do? Came up for all that liquidity and then dumped. It's not a whole lot of levels to the downside to watch other than local market structure, right? Like there. And then targets to attack on the way up. So we had a... Anyone know what pattern this is? Anyone want to guess what that's called? Anyone know? Some poor soul on Reddit top ticked for 70K. That's how they all... That's what it is, man. That's what it is. It's always retail holding the bag. We're going after the hedge funds. No, you're not. Let's write that shit off. Did BTC ever get over the 94K resistance? Bitcoin is at 92.5. I mean, it got over 94, but it's not there now. So the resistance was this daily swing level that we had marked out. which was right there. Oops. Oh, stupid magnet. Anyways, right here. Right? Kind of swept it, and now we're dumping. Grabbing liquidity, man. Doing what the markets do. All right, guys, I think I need to get out of here. I've been staring at my computer all day. This is the second time I've been live today. I put out a video today. I put out a podcast today. I got to be back in Discord to do my day job, which is trading live tomorrow morning. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Smash that thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'll be live again tomorrow. If not me, then it'll be Eddie. If not Eddie, it'll be Donkey. We're in Discord. We got free education, tacticaledgetraders.com. Free. Come hang out. We're a bunch of cool dudes and chicks trading these markets. Y'all be safe. Have a good night. See you later.